Good afternoon everybody, welcome back to Marrick's Koi Pond. Sunday, November the 10th, about 2 o'clock. Just thought I'd do a little update on this pond before we go into winter. As you can see, swimming pool's finally gone. Been packed away until the spring. Then we'll have to set it up again, transfer the fish over and get this pond fiberglass. But look how much space, you can see the ring. You can see the ring on the patio where it was sitting. Got all this space back. So I'm relieved about that. Got some autumn colour on the aces. This was a picture, it's lost all its leaves now, but this was a stunning autumn leaves on this acer. Look at them stems, look, I think they called it coral. What's it called? Acer palmantum sango kaku. But I think they called it Acer coral. I think that's its common name because it just leaves those branches and stems a lovely coral colour. And this coral here as well, this had gorgeous bright red leaves. About 2 weeks ago they started dying off now and dropping off. But that, look, when that was covered in leaves, oh, picture. I don't even know if I can pronounce this one. This is called Inaba Shidare. So I'm looking forward to that in the spring, growing new leaves, and then next autumn watch them change. All these ferns in these baskets, we never planted them, that's just self-seeded. All those ferns are self-seeded. Two little goldfish are still wide awake. Fish are all still up and active, look. Put a drop of food in there for them, shall we? Just drop some food in there for them. They're still feeding like mad. Not heated, this pond. I'm not going to heat it through the winter. I started putting my covers on. I've put 2 covers on there, but I'm going to leave these other covers off till the very last minute, because I miss looking at these fish. So those covers can stay, these last covers can stay off until the very last minute, but that gives them a little bit of shelter, keeps the wind chill off a little bit. All the aces down the side of the pond are dying off, look. But look what they've done. I don't know if it's birds, squirrels, rats. I hope it's not rats. Not after the problems they've caused me with this pond. But I suspect either birds or squirrels have been in that I don't know what you call that planter on top of that shower. It's all full of saxifrage, and they've been digging it all out. Look, it's all on top of that cover. Another acer, losing all its leaves. That's a very fine feathery leaf on that acer there. It's sort of lime green in colour during the summer. Then they turn to burgundy and red in the autumn. And the larches have started, the needles have started falling off the larches. Korean hornbeam this is. Japanese maple. But look what they've been doing, look. Birds or squirrels have been into that planter on top, and they've just shredded it all up. So that's a job for the spring. And also, look, there's hardly a plant left in there, look. They've been in there, done the same with that. I wonder if it is squirrels, you know. Trying to bury the acorns. Because at the bottom of the garden, they're just rows and rows. They're all oak trees, they are, all oak trees. And I reckon they've been collecting the acorns. Collecting them all up and then just burying them all over the garden as a larder for the winter. But I haven't seen anything. They must be doing it early in the morning, because I don't think it's rats that would do that. Look, there's hardly a plant left in there. Well, there's no plants left in there really. They've just shredded that saxifrage. That's just bits of leaves floating about. Got another self-seeded fern in the corner, look. Just shredded it, put it all on the floor, but I suppose one good thing, I think that them plants that they've thrown out of there, they will actually take down there. So I'm not going to clear that up, I'm just going to leave that, and hopefully that saxifrage will take. Well, here we are in the filter house. Where are we? What does that say? We're on 11 degrees. So the temperature in the pond, it has started to drop. So I reckon by the end of the month I will fit those other covers to the pond. But it's not bad, because normally they're on there end of September, first couple of weeks into October, so I've kept them off for as long as I can. But the only concern I've got about this pond is getting it through the winter, because that's brand new water in that pond. You know, because obviously I had the problem with the rats where they're buried down outside of the pond and dug holes in the bottom of it, lost all my water. Talking about water, I just had a water bill come in. Must have been leaking for a long time, this pond. I'll go back outside and I'll explain it a bit more. Yeah, like I was saying, I reckon this pond must have been leaking a hell of a long time, because I've just had a water bill in, 425 quid since the last one, which I think was back in April, May. And according to this latest water bill, I've used 152,000 litres of water. 152,000 litres I've used. So this pond has obviously been leaking a long time, and I've not noticed it. I've only noticed it when the water, because it was in this corner, you know, These rats have got down behind this patio here, dug a hole off of them steps down there, got in the side, been nesting, dug all the way down to the bottom of that pond, and 3 little holes we found, and I reckon that's been leaking from there for a hell of a long time, and I've never noticed it because the water was just being soaked up by the soil underneath this patio. The only time I knew that it was leaking was, I think, this ground underneath where I'm standing now had got so saturated with water I couldn't go anywhere, and it's just then travelled along the inside. It's travelled the inside of that liner all the way down there, all the way down there, all the way down there, and it's just bowed the liner, and it's just put 3 4-inch splits in the liner down there. And that's when I knew it was obviously leaking, because water was just dropping out of this pond like crazy. But up to that point, I reckon it had been leaking for probably months, so I just didn't know about it. But 152,000 litres of water I've used. £425 bill. But anyway, what I'm worried about is this is obviously brand new tap water, where the water that was in this pond was like, 15, 20 years old. A bit like Trigger's broom off of Only Fools and Horses. I mean, obviously it wasn't 15 or 20 year old water, but it was definitely mature. All the pond walls were mature, and now this has got like 3,500 gallons of just tap water. But you know what? Having said that, saying that, I think I've got away with it, because these fish, they're blooming, and they're feeding. And considering that shower was off for what, 8 weeks? No, it wasn't 8 weeks. 4 or 5 weeks? Was it 4 or 5 weeks? Don't know, but the shower wasn't working, and the filter in the filter house wasn't working. Everything was shut down and drained off. This has come back remarkably well. But anyway, I just bought a new product. Thought I'd want to try it out, because this is a worry, this water going through winter for me. I'll go back in the filter house and explain a bit more. Right, back in the filter house. Anyway, you've seen on my previous videos, I bought that at a Coventry show. Biota Complete. Biota Complete. And there's another one. What is it? Let me get it off the shelf. Biota Lacto. And you know what? I think that's been working. I think it's definitely helped. Because like I say, I've had no ammonia spikes, no nitrite spikes, or anything else since I've been using that. And I'm quite impressed with it. But I haven't really tested it. I haven't tested it. But anyway, I've just gone and got myself some of this. What is it? Complete Pond Detox. I think it's Frank's baby. The Koi channel. He's got a Koi channel on YouTube, and it's called the Koi channel. And Frank's, he gets around the show circuits and that. Good cameraman, good photographer, and everything else. And anyway, I'll tell you what put me onto this, the fact that I saw Simon from up North Koi Pond. I think he got like the pre-production, forget what he called it now, TB something or other, 50, I don't know what he was calling it, but it was obviously the pre-production sample he was given to try. And Simon from up North Koi Pond, he'd done a series of tests with another detox formula from another company, and this, and he was quite surprised, and so was I actually, how it totally neutralised the chlorine. I'm guessing he's got chlorine in his pond, where my pond suffers from chloramine. But anyway, I was quite impressed. I thought, you know what, I'll give it a go. I don't normally sort of trust these sort of things, because I'll tell you why. I mean, you can read, it's just blurb and it's just sales blurb. But, I hate buying anything where it's got no ingredients on it. It tells you absolutely nothing what's in it. So it sort of puts me off these sort of things, because you never know what's what. You know, at least with that biota, it actually names the strains of bacteria and everything else it contains. So I'm always a bit wary of products like this. But anyway, like I say, going off on a tangent now. Simon from up North Koi Pond done the test, and I was quite impressed with the fact that it got rid of his chlorine out of his tap water practically, you know, instantly after about 20 minutes. I'm guessing now, I can't remember exactly without going back. But I thought I'd give it a go. I'll tell you why, because I've just got this £425 bill in for the water. I'm guessing that this Big Blue, I should test it really, I really should. In fact that's a job this afternoon. I'm going to test that. Got Hannah check meter. I'm going to test the total chlorine coming out of that this afternoon. I've got some time on my hands. But I'm guessing, you know, 152,000 litres of water, even though I filled that up in the summer, I replenished all that charcoal. I'm trying to think what charcoal I put in it now. It wasn't activated, it was catalytic, that's it, catalytic carbon. And that was done in sort of June, July. I changed that, but 152,000 litres of water since last April or May. I'm guessing that is exhausted. But I'm going to be a bit tight on money until the spring. But anyway, I thought after watching Si's video, I thought I'm going to give this a go. Because like I say, I'm just a little bit worried about that brand new pond water, well, brand new tap water, getting me through the winter without any hassle. And it says it breaks down chlorines, chloramines, detoxifies ammonia and nitrite. And because I've got chloramine, see, that's the problem. There's plenty of products which will actually take. See, with chloramines, instead of being a gas, it's I'm not a scientist, so I'll probably get this completely wrong, but it's like an atom of, or a molecule of chlorine bonded to an ammonia atom or molecule. So there's plenty of products out there that will actually destroy the chlorine molecule or atom, but when it does that, it's leaving ammonia in the water. So this should, in theory, kill off the chloramine, kill the chlorine part of the chloramine, and also neutralise or detoxify the ammonia. So I thought I'd give it a go. But I had a bit of a senior moment when I was reading instructions on this. It comes with this spoon, look. It comes with that spoon. It's massive. Anyway, I was looking at all these and I read it as like 10 mil per 1,000 litres of pond water, and I'm thinking, well, that's more than 10 mil. Because everything else I sort of put in this pond is worked out in mils. Anyway, I went back and looked at the instructions, and it's me being a bit dense. It said 10 grams, not 10 mil. So I think that probably is right. That probably holds 10 grams and not 10 mil. Because I mean, that little spoon there is 15 mil, and it's half the size of that cup there. But it was me being thick, me being dense. 10 grams, not 10 mil. But I just thought I'd give it a go. And hopefully that, combined with that, should see me through the winter okay with this brand new tap water. I'm just waffling on now. Let's go back outside. Still got a new pump to fit there. That's been sitting there. That's been sitting there waiting to be fitted. Probably, well, when May gets here in the spring, that will probably be 2 years that's been sitting there waiting to be fitted. But that will be done when that's, well, Jim's fiberglass in that pond. I shall be in here rearranging the pipe work. I shall fit that pump. I shall fit my flow meter that I've been promising to do for 18 months. Right, let's go back outside. Chinese paper bush started dropping all its leaves. But I'm a bit surprised because I've actually got flowers coming out, look. I'm sure that's not right. These are not supposed to appear until February. But look. Sure that's not right. Roll on, spring, that's all I can say. Get this fiberglass. That's a worry off my mind if I get this fiberglass. Look, they're all looking at me. Look, are you going to feed me or what? They're saying. I've just fed you. I've just fed you. What, you want some more, do you? Right. Well, I think I'll call that a day there. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. I do appreciate it. If you found it interesting, please hit the like thumb and subscribe to the channel. And I'll catch you next time. Thank you. Bye.